There's only one thing you've really got to know about night photography, and that's the reciprocity characteristics of your film. The only other thing you've got to do is metering. And my theory with metering is that, as you can see here, we've got some street lights. I want the ground under the street light to look relatively normal. All of the other darker parts are going to go really dark. So I'm just going to take an incident light meter reading under the street light, which I can basically do from here. And I'm not expecting to have to do any fine... Oh, well, will I do fancy shine flaggy stuffs? I might, because I want to get this this foreground railing into the picture. Let me do my meter reading. There we go. I'm using Fomapan 100. So I'm using Fomapan 200 rated at 100. It's going to be long, 15 seconds f8. For Fomapan 200, reciprocity goes to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, here we go. See you at the end of it, eh? Okay, 2 minutes 30. That went quick. Let's talk about if I was going to use a spot meter reading. The deepest, darkest shadow is this area here. That shadow there. That can go darker, that can go black. There is 1.5. So that's right on the limit of my, my meter reading. We'll call it 2. That's on zone 5. 2 goes to zone 3. And they end up with 4 seconds f8. 4 seconds at f8 goes to a 25-second exposure. So let's try that. 25 seconds, here we come. 25, beauty. Okay. In retrospect, 2 stop difference in exposure is a little bit excessive. Both of these negatives are actually useful. I kind of prefer the less exposed one than the overexposed one. Couple of things to note is that the longer exposure gives more time for light streaks. I might need a lens hood. There's something funny going on up at the top here. I think that's lens flare veiling the whole of the bottom of the image there. I can't think of it being anything else. As an exercise, here I am editing the lighter one, editing it down, adjusting the curves to make it look more like the second less exposed one, and you can see that there isn't much in it. Both of them are pretty good. I am shooting this at f8, which is only 1 stop closed down. Sharpness is extremely good. And that depth of field is pretty impressive. I got that right along the top of the railing there, and I'm very happy with that. I've gone back and retaken the image using the f11 exposure and using a lens hood. The hood doesn't completely shade the lens, but it covers most of it. Here I compare the original 2 images with the third image. You can see that that exposure is very much right in the middle of the other 2. Here are the 2 new exposures, one with a hood and one without the hood. The lens hood definitely does make a difference. What I've realized though is that the lens flare isn't from the street lights shining onto the lens. It's from the car headlights shining directly into the lens, which means it's much harder to get rid of. I initially thought that this second image wasn't as sharp as the first one, but now that I look at it, it's got less grain, which is a direct consequence of lower exposure. Infinity isn't quite as sharp. I think I could have done a bit better, but it's not as bad as I originally thought it was.